In Frank Herbert's Dune universe, in the vast desert of a planet called Arrakis, colossal creatures known as sandworms rule the ecosystem and are worshipped by the native fremen culture there in that world as godlike beings. These gargantuan worms are important beyond measure to the wider Imperium as well, since they are the only source of a rare and valuable substance called the melange, or also known as the spice. This is crucial for interstellar travel. So in this series, this most essential and valuable commodity is called the melange, and it is a powerful drug that gives the user a longer lifespan, greater vitality, and heightened awareness, especially to the navigators, to navigate interstellar travel. In some humans, this spice can also unlock prescience, which is a form of precognition based in genetics, and it is only made possible by the use of this drug in large amounts. So this spice can only be produced from a certain stage in the life cycle of this sandworm, which is also called the shai-hulud. This substance is found in the deep sands where the sandworms dwell, making its extraction a perilous task and not without loss or major incidents. But still is something that is more than necessary, it is beyond measure. Harvesting teams must carefully navigate the treacherous desert, constantly on guard against the massive sandworms that fiercely protect their territory, as even the large specialized vehicles essential for harvesting this spice are airlifted in and out of the sand seas to avoid detection by the worms. This maneuver of extracting spice is tricky because the sandworms are so powerful that even these vehicles would be dragged down under the sands and destroyed. So how powerful are these sandworms? What are their size, abilities, speed and durability? Here in this video we will dive into it and prepare you for the upcoming Dune 2 movie. The sandworms, first of all, are the apex predators of that planet, with nothing else in that desert world that comes close to them in size or power. They are revered by the fremen as the shai-hulud, which are godlike beings. These creatures are not simply large, they are colossal in size, surpassing any earthly comparison by several magnitudes. While their sizes vary, some sandworms can sometimes reach lengths of up to 450 meters, or that converts to 1500 feet long, dwarfing even the largest known creature on Earth, the blue whale, which at its maximum can only reach around 33 meters in length. So they are around 15 times shorter than the shai-hulud. The sheer enormity of these creatures is difficult for most to comprehend, and there are even rumors of sandworms near the southern pole of Arrakis reaching lengths between 700 and 1000 meters long, further emphasizing the astonishing scale. Oh, and they aren't just long, the sandworms are robust too, and armored, which tells us that just due to their size alone, their brute strength or power output is beyond comprehension. So, common knowledge says that they are 450 meters long and sometimes reach 1000 meters. But this pales in comparison to the single largest sandworm individual that Paul Atreides summoned when he became a sand rider. In the book, it was stated to be an exceptionally large worm, even in sandworm standard. It was also described as the old man of the desert. This specimen was said to be half a league in size, which begs the question, how long is it when converted to the normal metrics that we understand? So a league is an ancient way of measurement, with conflicting accounts so as to the exact length, but it is widely assumed that a league was somewhere in the range of 4.8 kilometers or 3 miles range. Thus, the singular old man of the desert, the sandworm, would have been around 2.4 kilometers or 1.5 miles in length, half a league, and thus a beast among beasts and larger than many other spaceships of that universe as well. This is a well-avoided fact and figure of the Dune books. But hey, you're watching Mind-Q, and Mind-Q with size, it's like moths to a flame. Due to their immense size and power, sandworms can move effortlessly through the sands of Arrakis, akin to how a whale navigates the watery seas and oceans of Earth. That easy, yeah. Their lifespan is also a bit of a mystery, with varying accounts, and some of the individuals are believed to have been living for thousands of years. And most definitely, the old man of the desert might be the oldest specimen. These colossal creatures can grow to such immense proportions that they are capable of consuming industrial-sized equipment, utilizing their three-dimensional mobility beneath the surface of the desert to drag them down, to drag the equipment to the sands. Despite their intimidating nature though, sandworms are crucial to the ecosystem of Arrakis. They generate oxygen within their bodies, a vital process in a place where plant life is scarce. Additionally, they play a fundamental role in the production of the spice, making them integral to the planet's significance in the Dune universe. So, as the dominant species in Arrakis, in its food chain, sandworms not only produce the valuable spice but they also guard it fiercely. They also attack other sandworms as they view them, the smaller ones, smaller specimens, as food. When they surface, a particularly large individual can even generate lightning charges due to the intense static electricity they accumulate. With their awe-inspiring size and formidable physical attributes, including rows of razor-sharp teeth or maybe frills, as are seen in various movie adaptations, these are capable of devouring vehicles and buildings. Another notable feature of theirs is their skin, which is said to bear resemblance to a metallic alloy in malleability and durability, as no amount of small or medium arms fire can penetrate these beasts. So the skin of this sandworm is thick and impervious, thus providing them a sort of a natural armor against all but the most powerful of weapons. According to Liet Kynes, sandworms are extremely resilient creatures with the only known method of killing them and to preserve them is by applying high voltage electrical shocks to each segment of their body. And even this method isn't really foolproof. There are times when the segments react violently, affecting the killing process. So, in general, atomics or atomic bombs are generally considered the only explosives capable of killing an entire worm, as conventional explosives are ineffective to the entire entity due to each ring segment functioning independently. But there is one weakness that the worms have, and that is H2O. Water is toxic to sandworms, the bane of their existence. But then again, the planet of Arrakis isn't really known to be a tropical island paradise, so to say. The scarcity of water on Arrakis limits its usefulness against anything but the smallest worms, as most of the water has been trapped beneath the surface by the sand trout life cycle stage of this gigantic sandworm. In conclusion, the sandworms can reach 2.4 kilometers in length and not just 450 meters. They are only vulnerable to nukes and huge amounts of water. They travel beneath the sands like fish in the sea, and they can generate lightning. Anyway, the control and supply of melange becomes a central point of conflict in the Dune saga, as various factions vie for dominance and control over this invaluable resource. The sandworm's presence and the dangerous process of harvesting the spice underscores the harsh and unforgiving nature of life on Arrakis, shaping the destiny of those who seek to control its wealth. And this is where we will find ourselves in Dune Part 2, in the beginning stages of a great political and military struggle for the planet. Now, if you like this video, then watch this other one as well. And do check out our channel as well for other monster related content. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, fam.